I just bought my dream car.
Okay.
And now you're going to ask me to sell it back?
Why would you
And
buy
ride
a dream car
in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you,
Don't do it. Hey.
it might get nasty.
Why you got? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Up on the face.
Do you hear and see the responses of the people?
Oh my gosh!
What I'm telling you,
my man,
is how you just reacted.
No.
It's how the people in your life will react.
No.
When God is doing what it takes.
What up? This is Tech, and this is another Disruptive Faith Deep Dive. You guys, please forgive me. I'm out here at Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652. I was on my way to bed. I had just eaten myself into a casserole coma. All right, you know how casserole is like meat, spaghetti sauce, noodles, cheese. It's like, come on, man. So I'm in a casserole coma. Just all right. And I realized that I had to do something, so I had to come back up. I get up, and I search the internet, and I see the video, and my jaw drops, and now I can't go back to sleep. So let's talk about this video of Mike Todd spits in his hand and puts it on someone's face. They say it's in the middle of a pandemic. I don't think it was, but I really don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. But I like kind of skimmed through it. I could not watch the whole thing. It was too disgusting. But I'm gonna watch the whole thing now. So here we go. All right.
Changing something and you don't see it clearly yet, but you hear.
Oh my gosh! Look at this dude's face. Come on, bro. You know that's nasty.
And this
I
is
can see it in your face. Come on, bro. You about to cry?
Would not face Jesus anymore.
Oh my gosh.
What most people would do is turn away.
You think they listen to you? Why you gotta be so nasty? Oh my gosh.
What I'm telling you is just as he's physically standing here.
Dang, bro.
Knowing what's coming.
Dang, bro. Don't do it, bro.
God's saying, can you physically and spiritually and emotionally be able to stand?
I got a dog.
When getting the
and whenever I
vision
talk to him, if I have a treat in my hand, he's not looking at nothing but my treat.
I'm gonna say it in a
I'm not looking at. I don't care. I'm not listening to anything he's saying. All I'm looking at is he got a hand for the spit.
You mean
receiving vision from God might get nasty.
In crazy faith, I just bought my dream car.
Okay.
And now you're gonna ask me to sell it back?
Why would you buy a dream car
in the hoopty again? Yeah, because the vision I'm about to give you.
Don't do it. Hey.
It might get nasty.
Why you got? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Up on the face.
Do you hear and see the responses of the people?
Oh my gosh!
What I'm telling you,
my man,
is how you just reacted.
No.
It's how the people in your life will react.
No.
When God is doing what it takes.
Man,
for the miracle. What are you saying?
This just pissed me off.
This man was blind. And what he was trying to do with this man,
my watch thing I fell. I almost fell. Brody. All right. I'm gonna try to be super concise with it. I'm going to try not to rant. Lord God, help me. All right, so here's the challenge. Because I want to be optimistic. I want to be, I'm not a big fan of what has lately been called heresy hunter channels, right? Channels that just say, hey, can't believe what this dude did. This dude's not saved. I'm not a big fan of those channels. I really can't stand it. And I want to be, that guy, kumbaya. But what do you say? What do you say to this? I mean, again, I just don't know what to say. All right, so here's what I know so far, and I don't know a lot. Some people say, well, you got to watch the whole sermon. Freak that. One, it may be his brother. I don't know. Okay, maybe his brother. Two, it might be pre-pandemic. I mean, the pandemic thing is kind of a thing, but it's really not the main thing. It is like the main thing is, and this is, I'm sorry, woosah. I am shocked. I think like we got a problem. we have a problem that this is church. That there is this need to do things like this, to go viral. I feel weird because I'm playing into the desired effect, which is to go viral, whether it's a recent video, whether it's old, to do something that makes people say, oh, did you see what such and such did? And I think we got to really do some reflection. Like I'm blown away. I'm sad. And a little just turned off. Some of you guys may listen to a series called Mars Hill, The Rise and Falls of Mars Hill. They talk about the pastor there. I forget his name. This has just deleted a good portion of my brain functions. Like I said, please forgive me, it's late. I was going to bed, but I just could not hold this in. Mark Driscoll is the pastor. It's about the rise and fall of Mars Hill, and Mark Driscoll was the pastor of it. And if you listen to the podcast, which I would recommend you do, to me, you notice quickly that it's not really about Mark Driscoll. It's really about the system of church that we have set up. The system of church where, or this great quote, shout out to Pastor Mike. I don't know if he said it or where he got it from, but it says that like a star far away, or the sun far away looks like the star. I'm murdering this quote. And charisma far away looks like leadership. And people become pastors just because they can teach or just because they're charismatic. That doesn't make you a good leader. That doesn't grant you the type of character to be able to maintain the level of notoriety that may come your way. Like, this dude spit on somebody's face and people showed up next Sunday. And they keep showing up. And some people will be like, man, this is great, because the questions that come from me is, okay, if you felt the need to do this example, then why didn't you get? I mean, and maybe later in the service, he had people spit on his face. Maybe later in the service, the dude spit on his face. But why are you not getting your face? Why are you not getting spit in your face? And that's the thing. And to get it, what people will say was, all right, well, this is what Jesus did. We got to be like Jesus. But again, we're very selective on the parts of Jesus that we want to be like. Yeah, I'll be the Jesus that gets to spit on people's face. But I don't want to be the Jesus that's, I bet Mike Todd won't show up there butt naked, beaten and bruised, vulnerable, showing his insecurities, showing his hips. I bet you're not going to do that. But yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna spit. I'm going to spit in somebody's face. It feels, and God help me. I'm trying to walk and not be judgmental, right? But still be transparent. And maybe I am being judgmental. It feels a bit narcissistic. It does. It's like, yo, I could just spit in somebody's face. And here's the thing. Like, again, I love teaching. I love discussing teaching. I love talking about the Bible. Like, I like talking about the Bible like people talking about sports. I like talking about teaching like people talk about sports. So I get it. But here's the thing. If this was okay, your knowledge, your point gets lost in your analogy. Nobody's even talking about, oh, it gets nasty when you follow God. No, they're like, man, Mike Todd spit in this dude's face. So then, I mean, was that worth it? Like, you spit in this dude's face, this lives for everyone in there. At least hundreds of thousands of people have saw or will see this and will recognize this dude, and and saw you wipe like yuck spit on his face, like. And again, I try not to be. It's just like, man, is this what Jesus died for? I find myself saying that a lot, and I'm being just transparent. I find myself, again, I believe. I mean, God has been way too good to me. And it goes beyond intellectual, understanding of God. Like, I mean, God has showed up in my life in miraculous and and numerous ways. So my faith in God is not shaken, but my faith in what we call church, I just don't think this is what Jesus died for. And I think the onus needs to be on you and me, the observers. Bro, I just watched The Matrix 4. Matrix Resurrections. I'm shocked that I'm using this as an example because I thought the movie was horrible, but that's a separate conversation. But like in The Matrix, the machines are able to keep people docile by having them in this like fairy tale reality of like, and that's the whole thing, Matrix, trying to get free from the Matrix. Yo, we as, I don't want to say consumers, but as people who are receiving the message, we have to mature, because what happens, and I'm just going to keep it 1,000 and, Lord forgive me. What happens is people keep you at a sheep level, right? So that your level of growth and understanding only comes from them. And they feed you these baby particle bullcrap and just have you keep coming because it feels good. And then no matter what they've done, you justify it. I want to say something shocking. I'm not a big fan of 45. I'm sorry, I call the former president, Donald Trump, don't say his name, 45. I'm not a big fan of 46. Our current president. But I bring that up because we look at other people and we say, yo, I can't believe these people done ran up in the Capitol. I can't believe this dude was able to brainwash all these white evangelicals. But then we go and watch Mike Todd spit in another grown man's face. It's like, see you next Sunday. Again, I'm not a big fan of Heresy Hunter channels. I'm starting to feel like, man, maybe we do need some. They're not for me, but you need, I don't know, maybe everything just plays its part in the end. But like, we got to stop accepting this. I don't know a different way to say it. People are feeding you baby Christianity because you enjoy it, and they'll keep you going there, and they'll keep you paying tithes. Like that suit that he's wearing, while he's spitting on somebody's face, indirectly or directly, is from people paying to believe that he could teach them something, whether it's books, whether it's tithes and offering, whatever. And I know that, I know I'm attracting a certain type of crowd right now. They're like, yeah, down with paying offering. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, we got to have some type of accountability. And that's the thing. The church, we're supposed to be the church of the Lord Jesus Christ, and we're not accountable. Like, you can just spit in somebody's face. I'm gonna say that a lot. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. We need accountability. We need to require substance from people. Substance. We need to be like, no. Substance. Because listen, man, come on. How many people in 2020, they prophesied that 2020 was your year of increase. 2020 was the year of Jubilee. Every year is always the year of Jubilee. 2020 was the year God's going to bring you back from the front. 2020 was trash. And it be like that sometimes. Sometimes every year ain't a great year. But like these people, they prophesy these things and they say these things, and they don't have to come true. They don't have to come true. I mean, God forgive me if I'm wrong. I just venting. But like, man, come on, man. This dude can write a book about crazy faith, sell it to you, and your life still stay the same. And the only person's life that changed is his. And then let me tell you a secret. God freaking loves you, right? Shocker. So yes, great things are going to happen in your life. It's not because you unlock some secret 13th principle because I went and got Mike Todd's book. Now I got my husband. Get the... We got to do better. We got to do better. I don't know another way to say it. We have to require substance. So I'm a videographer by trade, right? And what happens sometimes when you have a file that is too big, like video files now are kind of big, when you're putting them into a editing software, if it's too big, you have to create something that's a proxy. And what the proxy will do it will strip the bigger file down, make it kind of like a smaller file so you can work with that smaller file and then edit, with a bigger file. I mean, you can later release it with a bigger file. But my point is, I think what has happened is because we have not developed an appetite for the word, we have not developed an appetite for going deeper in scripture, we proxy our faith to preachers. We proxy our understanding to preachers. We say to them, this is too much for me. Tell me what it means. And they say, sure, I'll tell you what it means. It means God's going to bless you. It means this, that. And you're like, really? And it feels great. And then you come next week, a popular scripture. I don't know if we talked about it before here. Maybe we have. A popular scripture everybody always quotes is Jeremiah 29. To me, it's probably got to be one of the most misquoted scriptures. I mean, I'm not going to say ever, but one of the most misquoted scriptures I've heard. Jeremiah 29, for I know the plans that I have for you, plan to prosper you. We got that tatted everywhere. I know you heard it a bunch of times. I've heard it a bunch of times. I've even said it. But like, if you look at it in context, what God is replying to is Jeremiah 28, where another prophet comes and says, this trial you're going to, this thing you're going through, is going to be over in about 2 years. God's going to set you free. And the people were like, oh, man, it's awesome. So then God sends Jeremiah back to say, listen, go tell them that dude is a liar. That you're not going to be here for 2 years. You're going to be here for 70 years. Matter of fact, make yourself comfortable while you're here. Don't just pack a bag by land. while you're here. And then he's telling them, like, in the midst of that, but don't worry, I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you. But you're going to be here for 70 years. And we have developed this appetite, the scripture says it, tickling ears. It's a problem, bro. It's a problem. I'm sure that, and this isn't about Mike Todd. I think he is a fruit of a greater problem in the church. Charisma matters more than substance. It's just how I feel matters more than what you say or what I learn. Like it just does. And I appreciate people's desire to innovate, to try to do more, to try to think outside the box. I'm all with it, but some stuff is just foolishness. And again, to me, it's not on Mike Todd. It's on the listeners. It's on the people that go back every day and say that don't open their word, but watch Mike Todd. It's from the people that don't or read the same scriptures because they are familiar and comfortable, but don't go to Nehemiah or other books or don't. Who give the Bible study, who proxy deeper study to someone else's behalf. And listen, if you're just getting saved and you're trying to learn, do your thing. But you understand what I'm saying? Like it's some believers that's been around, but really ain't been around because kind of stayed in the same place. Like, yeah. But Mike Todd spit on somebody's face. I don't know if you heard that. He spit on somebody's face. Whether it was his brother, his mother, sister, whatever, he spit on somebody's face. And I don't know if you heard. Mike Todd and spit on somebody's face. And for what? Like I watched the whole. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the clip with the sermon. Because sometimes following God might be nasty. No, people just be trying to be catchy. Like, listen. Anyway, I'm ready. I had to get this on my chest. We're gonna be talking about it again Thursday on the podcast, the Disruptive Faith Podcast. If you're not following the Disruptive Faith Podcast channel, there's another channel, the Disruptive Faith Podcast. It has all our long-form podcast content with me and the guys. Check it out. We're going to be talking about this some more. But I am blown away. I couldn't sleep. I had to get this off my chest. I cannot believe that. And all right, this is it. Let me know your thoughts. Let's continue this conversation. Man. It's so sad, bro. Because all it does is it gets the Pharisees even more pharisaical. Because they're like, see, I told you. This is my benediction. We have a weird toe. It's like the people, yeah. No. We'll have that conversation later. I'm sorry. My mind's blown. I don't know if you heard. Mike Todd spit on another grown man's face. And I don't think it's acceptable. I don't think it was, no. Jesus did it. Was that dude blind? Like, it'd be different if Mike Todd spit on that dude's face because he's blind and then he just starts saying, oh, crazy. But no, he wanted to show you that sometimes God opening your vision could be nasty. So he was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spit on a grown man's face. I'm okay. I'm done. So God bless you guys. We got to do better. I mean, I'm just like, because Mike Todd didn't make himself Mike Todd. We made him Mike Todd. Not me. That was very versatile. Not me, but I'm not a, but you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, we made him Mike Todd. we come on, man. All right, this is my benediction. This is a real benediction. But pastors know, definitely young adult pastors. And I don't know why we really are like sheep. I don't know why we have not caught this pattern yet. Okay? If you want to build a young adult church, all you have to do is have good praise and worship, get good musicians, good cameras, and talk about dating. Talk about dating, talk about sex, talk about relationships. They all do it. They all do it. When they want to attract young adults, young people to their church, they don't say, what is God saying to me? They say, what will attract young adults? Oh, I know. I'm going to talk about sex, dating, and relationships. And then they have these things on sex, dating, and relationships, attract all these people, and then, off to the races. All right, I'm done. This is not a usual video. If this is your first video, I'm sorry. I'm more positive, okay? I'm like Oprah. Today, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like Elmo with Rocco. Like, I cannot believe, if this is old, Mike Todd spit on man's face. Okay, he might. Hey, I don't know if y'all heard, but Mike Todd just spit on another grown man's face. Okay, that's it. The Shredder Podcast. Listen, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're not spitting on nobody's face. Not spitting on nobody's face. We have conversations about what it means to be a Christian. Conversations to grow, challenge us in our walk with God. Let's continue this conversation down below. Let's go to the comments. Let's talk this out. Help me. I'm at a loss. Okay, I just, bro, he done smeared it. All right, this is it. Benediction, done. Peace and blessings. The Shredder Podcast. I'm out.